too close.
Yeah. So tour is edificator. What are you guys going to do before you get on your train tracks? Because what's nice is that they are literally doing sort of... We're exploring two pieces, one by Luciano Berio called Labyrinthus Due and Boris Blacher's Abstract Oper Nummer 1. The Blacher has never been performed in the UK, it'll be a UK premiere. The Berio has been performed a few times, but staged very rarely. So they're both very unknown pieces, but that's not to say they're not any good. We've had this 2-week development workshop, which in the first week we really just tried to deconstruct all the different elements that make up movement and singing, from breath to vocalizing sound to singing sound, trying to create our own language really of movement, because everyone was coming from such different backgrounds, so we needed to find a common language. So Savannah's supposed to hit the light. And then in the second week we've been working with the lights, and we've been creating the two pieces, choreographing and staging in a more traditional way. Yeah. I didn't want to plan too much, I wanted to see what came out of the 2 weeks. And then as they all went either side, then it just broke into a kaleidoscope, and if we added that, we could... We've been experimenting with light being able to respond to live music. We're looking at kind of two almost opposite ways. The first one being having microphones and sensors that are able to pick up sound and movement of the performers. But the other one is actually to have a lighting designer or operator actually playing the lighting desk effectively like a keyboard or like a musical instrument. Each performer has taken on a particular personality disorder and used that as a starting point for their movement and their singing. We have some people who are contemporary dancers, we have people who have certain training in Indian dance, we have singers with dance training, so it was a really nice spectrum of people.
Usually when you're doing contemporary music, it's very serious, and you're standing behind a music stand and counting the bars very seriously. This, we've been encouraged to experiment and move and play, and I don't think you often play much.
If it's a song, you might connect with the meaning of it, with the words. Here you have to just go completely abstract. So that in itself was a challenge. Plus the intervals, because it's so abstract with no melody, you have to just fish it out of thin air. Plus the movement and plus everything else. So loving it.
Good one. Mahogany Opera likes to take pieces and perform them in site-specific venues that lend themselves to the particular production. And in the case of this one, we want to perform it as though it's an art installation. So the audience will be free to move around and look at the space and the architecture in a way that you would in an art gallery. But then it will come alive, and the performance will come out of that.